Hello, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. My awesome people. I know it's been a while, and I actually only have a minute because I have to pop on to do some training thing for some prophetic intensive worship thing. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But I wanted to jump on because I wanted to say hello really quick, and I was actually thinking about laying in bed thinking about an analogy for something, which was it's a really good one. Me and my mom were actually talking. She knows a lot about flowers and trees and everything about outside, even weeds and stuff like that. So I was over there. I've been cutting their grass for them. I went over to cut the grass for Father's Day for my stepdad, and then ever since then I've been cutting the grass. Every Friday I go over there to cut the grass. So I like to be able to do that for them. It feels good, and so I've been doing that and been being able to get away from my apartment too, which is beautiful. So it's kind of like a little getting kind of like a little excuse me restore, like a little rehab when I go over there to get away from my place. So, but me and my mom were sitting before I was getting ready to cut the grass and do something. We were sitting there talking, and she was just talking about flowers and stuff, and she said something to me once about these flowers and what you have to do with them, and then she actually repeated it and said it again the next week that I was over there. So it kind of stuck in my head as a perfect little analogy. And I'll show you, for those I don't know if you guys know about. Hi you guys, I love you, thank you for being here. Smiles, good vibes. I have, she gave me it's called a Sunfinity sunflower plant. So it's been on my porch, which I love. It brings me some nice little good sunshine vibes when I'm sitting at the table. So I'm actually sitting there looking at it while I'm talking to you. And so we were sitting there talking, and she says, I was saying, how do what time do I cut the flower heads off? And she's like, well, you want to do it as soon as possible. And then she kind of was telling me, and this is such a good analogy for releasing and letting go, how why it's so important to release and let go of old aspects of ourselves, maybe relationships or things that are no longer serving us positively. Even maybe situations that happen to us that we kind of still hang on to. It's so important to let go of and maybe even feel emotions, or to come face to face with that situation so we can heal and move forward. Because otherwise, it's like the flower, and if you don't, the plant, like roses, some people probably know, you have to dehead them. I call it behead. I think beheading is funner. It's like, it reminds me of like an Alice in Wonderland where, she's off with her head. So, for painting the roses red. That's so funny. That was really funny. So, hope I brought you a laugh too. That was really funny. So that being said, yes, when the roses, the flower wilts, goes dead at the top, or the sunflower, my plant that I have to cut it off. Otherwise, like my mom said, otherwise, if you don't, the plant will think that it has done its job, and that it's gone to seed, and that it's done its job, and it will no longer produce any more flowers. So, that being said, if you don't cut off and dehead the flower, behead the flower, cut off the old flower, that it's kind of like hitting a dead end. So you're going to have a bunch of dead ends everywhere, like in our lives. Just like the flower, if we don't cut off that dead part of the flower, then new growth can happen. So, and I thought of, the same thing with dead ends, which I appreciate. So we're going to have a bunch of dead ends, like broken tree branches where there's no longer anything that can grow. So it's so truly, truly important to think about and reflect on the things maybe that are currently in our lives that are no longer serving us positive, that are no longer giving us positive things in our life. So whether it be relationships, friendships, family, really, who knows, maybe things we need to repair. And if we can't, if they're no longer serving a good purpose, positive reason, positive, giving us something positive and good in our lives, then we really need to cut that off. And so that we can have new growth and something new come. So to let go of the old and let in the new. So that, it's just so truly important. And it's not just for now, it's for in our past. And, I can think of relationships that I had, or even situations situations that have happened in the past that you kind of hang on to them, or you find yourself thinking about it years later or even months later, and you realize that, gosh, wow, I really need to figure out a way to let this situation go, because when I drudge it up or think about it, it actually stirs up and doesn't make me feel good. Can I reach out to this person? Can I do something about this situation? Can I change this? And if you find that it's a situation that you truly can't anymore, either maybe it's not okay to anymore, or you've made the decision to let it go, but we really truly have to make that decision to just say, to move forward and heal past it. Otherwise, we're really, really preventing ourselves from being able to have open more room and space to allow something better to come into our life to replace it, whatever it may be. It could be anything, name it, So, yeah, I just that was my message for you today, and I just wanted to pop on and share that with you. My group that I'm going to actually join actually starts at 1:00, so they're in Texas. But yeah, so, I wanted to say hello and pop in and just share that with you guys. I was thinking about you, and I hope it brings you happy goodness. And yes, I'll be back eventually to finish my Bird book. So, but I hope you guys have an awesome day. I mean, the weather, I'm here in Wisconsin, but the weather this whole week and everything is just supposed to be absolutely phenomenal. It's supposed to be like 81 or 79, like all week, and sunny, and just, I hope wherever you are, wherever it may be, hope you really get a chance to find some time to really enjoy that and get out in that, or get out somewhere, or just even just to sit up on a hilltop, or to go for a nice little walk or a hike or a drive with the windows down, listening to your favorite music, just cruising, taking the long way home. Yeah, so you're just sending lots of good, a piece of love and goodness. I can feel good things coming ahead, and good positive changes for us and you, and I really do. So good thoughts, good things, peace and love, sending you some just good, awesome vibes, and I'm sure you can feel that. So, thank you guys for being here with me today. What a great way to start my day. And I will see you soon. Love you. Peace. Bye.